Happy Monday, guys. It's Monday, and I kind of did not have the best wake-up call for the start of this week because I ended up waking up way too late. I had like 5 alarms because for me, I cannot wake up unless I have a steady, well-proportioned amount of alarms. So like what I'll do is like I will set an alarm for, let's say I have to wake up at 8, okay? I'll set an alarm for 7, then I'll set one for 7:30, and then I'll set one for 7:45, then I'll set one for 7:50, and then I'll set one for 7:55, because the closer I get to the time I need to be awake, the more annoyed I'll be having to keep turning off my alarm. And, that's just the only way I can do it. I need to be able to, it's like a trick for myself where it's like, for the first alarm, I only have 30, I still have 30 minutes to snooze this and be okay. So, I don't know. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I, this morning, woke up late, even though I set all the right alarms, and I woke up for all of my alarms, except I didn't end up waking up for my last alarm, and I woke up an hour after my alarm had at the time I needed to wake up at. And guys, I woke up, instantly jumped out of bed, which, hey, at least it woke me up. So, I had to wake up at 8 to get to work on time. Woke up 8:50. Oh, I jump out of bed, wakes me up. It was great. I instantly changed, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to do anything at all to make myself look better at all. So I was like, what if I just wear a nice outfit and that'll make up for the fact that I didn't do my hair, I didn't do any makeup. So I was like, it's okay. Put on a nice outfit, go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, and then literally left. Didn't eat breakfast, didn't do anything. On the way to work, usually it is always packed with traffic. But luckily, today, it was only a 25-minute ride to work, whereas usually it's 35, possibly 40. So I got so lucky because guess what? I still made it to work on time. I don't know how I pulled that off, but I did, and honestly, it was a win. So that was that. This past weekend, I was I don't even know. This weekend kind of blurred in together with the days because went to the beach with Gabby on Saturday, and then after that, we ended up spending the night, and then my friend Lauren came over and joined us, and then they slept over so that we could wake up on time to go leave my place to go see the sunrise downtown. And, well, the plan was to make sure we leave my place at 5:05-ish. And so we're like, what time should we wake up? And I was like, this time, blah, blah. And, well, I set alarms, I did set alarms technically, but I didn't wake up at all until my friend Lauren heard that my other friend who was going to join us, Nadia, that she was already here because she didn't get the chance to spend the night. So she was just like, I'll text you or call you guys once I'm there. And I was like, okay, great. Except none of us woke up until my friend clocked the fact that someone was calling me, and woke up, instantly jumped. We were rushing, and then we were fine though. The roads were completely empty. It was beautiful. I don't know how to explain this, but the only way I could explain this was the time, we had only slept for like 4 hours. So in my head, I was like, this feels so weird. I kind of felt like, it was a type of high. And that's the only way I know how to explain this, because I was like, I was awake, but I was so tired at the same time. But then we were all exhausted. Um, and then we went. But how about, let me tell you, one of the craziest things happened. We were coming back from the beach, and we were going to go get food and then go shopping after. And when we got back to the garage that I park at, we walked past this one car that we had to pass to get to my car, and we heard like barking. We're like, does someone hear barking? Like, that doesn't really, where is that coming from? And we're starting to follow where the barking is coming from, and we realize it's in the car that is right, that we had just passed. And we're like, what on earth? Because we're looking at the car, there's no one in it. It's not on. And let me tell you, me and my friend, we like had to sit in my car for a second, and it wasn't on, and we were already dying within like 5 seconds. So, and that was even with like with doors open and stuff. So keep that as a reference. It was hot. It was like 86 degrees. So then, how about my friend and I start to look inside of the car, and she's like, I see it. And so then I see it, and it's like this white, cute little fluffy dog, and it is under a bunch of stuff. Like, it was almost like purposefully covered so that if it had barked, nobody would hear it and they wouldn't get in trouble, whoever the owners are. And whenever we saw that, we felt so bad. We didn't know what to do, and we didn't feel comfortable just letting it go either. So we ended up talking to one of the security guards, because by the time we finally got the like idea to do something about it, it had already been like 10 to 15 minutes already. But that wasn't, it had already been 10 or 15 minutes, but it had already been a little bit more time before then. So we talked to one of the security like drivers that comes by us, and they're like, we can't do anything about it, like windows cracked, whatever, it's not our, we can't do shit. And I'm just like, oh, okay, so you didn't even like think about it, okay. And then after that, you know, we're like, okay, so what do we do? And me and my friend were just like, I guess we just call the police to let them know, because we just didn't know, because it really was that hot. And it had now been what? Like, it had been a couple more minutes that had gone by. Still, the owners of the car and the dog did not come. And so then we call the police. And we give them all the information of the car. And they're like, okay, we'll send someone out. Thank you. Whatever. And we wait there just... We didn't have to wait there, but we felt more comfortable just like waiting to make sure that the dog was okay, or like someone came or something. But we sat there, I kid you not, for another like 40 minutes. So we had been dealing with all this for a total of like an hour, and the cops never came. But around that hour, guess who did come? The owner of the car. Except it wasn't just one person. No, it was a couple holding bags of fries from McDonald's and nuggets and just casually eating and walking. They get into the car and they don't even look. They don't even look to check on the dog or anything, because we could see through the glass. They just like turn on the car, they're just eating their chicken nuggets nonchalantly. And then they, like, after, 5 minutes of sitting in the car, eating, not even doing anything with the dog in the back, because it was in the back seat, they just leave. And we, halfway through when we were waiting after the police call, the dog stopped barking, entirely. That scared us a bit, because it had been barking nonstop for a while, okay? And it was just like, what that just broke my heart because I ended up like trying to do some research, and it turns out it is illegal to leave your dog in a car, even with windows cracked, especially in Illinois, if it's 78 degrees or higher, and it was higher. And so not only that, it also was like you could get fined, you could go like spend up to like a year in jail, yes for a pet. But either way, God knows, that broke my heart, and like that kind of changed my mood for a bit after that, because that like if you're not even gonna take care of your dog, don't own one, please. Truly, I don't think, like, clearly you don't even care enough about it if you're fine leaving it in a car for such a long time. So yeah, that was that. And like all I could think about was Toby. I was like, if he was ever stuck in the car that long, even with the windows down at that like temperature, I don't think he'd be okay at all. He's getting older, so I don't know. I don't know if he'd be okay, but like, damn, I don't know. That was hard. But I mean, it was like we did all we could do. So I don't know. That happened. But aside from that, the rest of the weekend was amazing. We shopped, we tanned, we swam a lot, and it was a lot of fun. But now I am paying the consequences because I can't wake up from my alarm. So yeah, yeah. But honestly, I would do it again. I would do it again because it was so worth it. And seeing like the lake be so empty that early in the morning too was so peaceful. Like the lake wasn't even, it was so still, there were no waves, which when we have been there in the past, it's always so choppy. But it was completely still. It was just so nice, just like floating in our little floaties and whatnot. And then, yeah, that was a lot of fun. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like whenever I end up being really, let's say, high functioning for a period of time, I tend to like, I'm fine for a bit, and then I'm like, it starts to like hit me, and I start to like be completely tired. Because it does take a lot of energy for me to do all the things that I am doing, but I also am a productive avoider. So I tend to fill my time with a lot of things to avoid things. And honestly, it is great because guess what? I still get everything I need to done. I mean, hey, that's the best way to cope. That's my advice to you. Even though that's not great advice because you really shouldn't be avoiding things. But for the people that do avoid things, do that. That works. So that way, yeah, no. Anyways, but, and like now, today, for example, woke up late. That threw off my whole day. Even though I went to bed semi earlier than I usually do, and I will go to bed semi earlier than I usually do. More earlier this time. I'm not taking any chances. But it like throws off my whole day, and it's like I start to glitch. Like, whenever I do become high functioning and then I get tired but I have to continue functioning in general, I start to run on autopilot, and it's insane to me how much I can do and seem normal and okay whenever I know I need time out, but, and then out of nowhere, it's like, oh hey, you're not okay, hey, like, you're not gonna wake up, like, whatnot. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's kind of like, when I really have to lock in, I can, but the second my body's like, hey, this is a great moment to, hey, re-energize, it's like at the worst time I could possibly like break down. So I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a little bit annoyed that happened this morning, but I will get over it because I'm gonna go. Well, I am going home. I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna rinse off and be with Toby and possibly paint, because in therapy last week we had planned to. I had actually asked to paint because I missed it and knew I would like it, and we ended up painting and listening to music while I obviously like vented a lot about things. So, but I love the painting I'm making, and I can't wait to go back tomorrow because I have to finish this because I'm going to put it in my new apartment and it's going to fit the vibe and me so well. And I cannot wait to finish it. But because of how much excitement I have over this one, I want to paint again. And I don't know what yet, but I want to sit and think and get creative and listen to music and stuff. So I may do that depending on what time I get back from the gym and I'm done cleaning off or whatever, rinsing off. So, but yeah, that's what the last couple of days have looked like for me. I feel like, I don't know, this week is scaring me a little bit just because tomorrow I have therapy, and then after tomorrow, Wednesday, I'm going to dinner with a friend, and then Thursday, hello, Lala, it's Lala, okay, I have yet to plan an outfit for that. God knows when I will. God knows where I'll find one. And, yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit curious as to how this time is going to go. But I'll be okay because I'll be with my friend Gabby, which she's always great at these things to be with. So I don't stress about it too much. I guess the only thing I'm stressed about is just the outfit, which is like first world problem. I need to calm down. That's so okay. Anyway, sorry. But and then Friday, me and her were gonna go on a boat for an occasion, which is gonna be a lot of fun because it's been a minute, and I cannot wait to go back on one. I feel like in another life, I definitely lived closer to the ocean, and I had a boat, and I would just always work on it, or not work on it, but be on it. And I don't know, yeah. Anyways, that was off topic. But and then Saturday, going back to the beach again, and then piercing my friend's ear again. I pierced my own thirds, and then I pierced my friend's thirds. Yes, thirds. And now I'm gonna pierce my friend's, I think first, possibly second, but I think it's first. And they've all been fine. They've all turned out great, and they've all healed perfectly fine. So, yeah. Then Sunday, chilling, I think, until God knows what else I plan for myself. But this week is going to be good. It's just very back to back to back to back. But you know what? I kind of like that. I don't mind that at all. So, and, actually, now that I'm thinking about going back home, I just realized last night, so a week ago I had bought something, and I really was excited to, have it and wear it and stuff. And I was trying to wear it last night. How about I cannot find it to save my life? I turned my whole room upside down and I just could not find it. It was ridiculous how many times I looked in the same places, and as well as just how much I looked and it's literally nowhere. And the funny thing is, growing up, whenever I would lose something, my mom would be like, if I go look for it, it's over there, like, I don't know, whatever else she would say. How about I'd be looking for it for the longest time, right? And how about she finds it within the first second of even trying to look? And I would always get so annoyed, but I also was always like, okay, that's great because at least I didn't lose it. Now, though, I still cannot find it, and I just know, like, the many things since then that I've lost and then refound, I'm going to find it in like 2 weeks or something. Hopefully I find it again, God. And I'll find it, and then I'll be like, yay, like, oh my God, thank God. But like right now I'm really mad, and I'm really sad that I don't know where it is, because it couldn't be anywhere else other than my drawer. It could not possibly be anywhere else, and that's what's making me really mad, because how do you okay, sorry. But anyways, yeah. I also have to get gas, I think, because I usually don't like driving when I'm under 100 miles left. And I'm at 56 right now. Should I get gas? I don't know. But I don't like driving when I'm under 100. Because one time, when I was younger, my dad, he didn't have enough gas, so he got stranded on the expressway or highway or whatever. And we had to go pick him up and help him and, like, whatnot, and fix the car and whatever, blah, blah, blah. Or, like, put in gas and stuff. And ever since then, especially since having my own car, I'm like, no, thank you. Actually, wait, I have to get my medication. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Which, guys, earlier on this past week, I forgot to take one of my medications, and let me just say, that threw me off so much, and it is ridiculous how much I have, like, how much it actually does make a difference, because without it, I couldn't do anything. I didn't have coffee, I didn't have that medication. I was like, I can't function. And so this is why we now prioritize making sure I take my meds. I have to write it down now, because otherwise yeah. But give me a moment. I have to. Okay. Task completed. What do I feel like I need to get something else? Oh well. That's a problem for later. What was I saying? Yeah. I've been trying to pay a lot of attention to how much I can do before I can't do anything, and how to be able to not do it to the point where I overdo it and then can't do anything. But listen, it's summer, and once winter comes, I don't want to regret not doing as much as I possibly could. So that's yeah. But I'm gonna go to the gym. It's just like I have to plan these things out now, because I don't really have that much time, and I hate going to the gym after work, because I usually don't have the energy. But today it kind of went by really fast. What street is this? I don't know. And I kind of don't feel as tired. I don't know why, but I'm not complaining. And yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel like this video today was more of a, hey guys, like, I'm here, because I kind of don't really think I'm gonna be able to film this any of the other days. So, yeah, I hope you guys, like, actually enjoyed this video. I don't even remember what I talked about. And to be honest, I don't rewatch these videos because I I can't stand the thought of my own voice. So whatever you hear me say or whatnot, just know I didn't listen to it again because I I I can't and I won't. So also I've been having these really weird dreams again, guys, and it's not funny. Like I swear, every time something happens in my life, I dream of it or of the people that it revolves around, and I swear to God, they're so real that I almost forget, like, hey, like, no, that didn't happen. But I don't know. I used to not dream as much, like, in high school. I don't know why I have been dreaming so much as of lately, but it is what it is. I partly think, though, it might be because of one of my medications, but I don't care. They're kind of fun because they feel so real. It's like my own version of lucid dreaming would be the word. So I don't mind it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm now home and now I need to go, get my life together. So I shall see you guys in the next one.